Hello, and welcome to our Stage Tax Tools tutorial on how to use our HTML tool. You will find the link to this tool in the bio on our Instagram page, or you may have received it in an email from us if you're on our mailing list. To begin with, you will see this page, which features lots of useful information about the tool and how to use it. If you scroll down, you will see a few of the terms used explained, and if you wish to use the tool on your iPad, you can follow the instructions here to add it to the home screen of your iPad. However, the tool is largely designed to be used in your web browser on your laptop. This is how we recommend using it. So to do that, scroll back up to the top and find this link in the right-hand corner. This will open the tool in your browser. Now I'm going to walk through how to use the tool in your web browser, including some of the features involved. To start off with, up in the top left corner, you will see this button, which says Income. And we're going to use that to add some income to the tool. So I'm going to enter a date here. And an amount. Let's say £2,000. This was for an invoice, so there's no pension involved. And let's say it was for an advert. I'm going to click Add Income. That's worked successfully. And now you can see it's there listed in my incomes. Now let's add income from a regular job, let's say a theatre job. So I'm going to go back and say that this job started in April. And the weekly amount that arrived in my account from my agent was this. You could choose to do this differently and put in the total amount of money that you were paid and then include your agent's fees as an expense, but we're going to do it this way. Then my employee pension contribution was £23 and the employer put in 31. I'm going to find that information on my payslip and list it here. And as I said, this is for a theatre job. Let's just make something up. And I'm going to make it recurring because I'm going to get paid every week on Friday for this job. I'm going to enter here where the job ends, where the last payslip will be. And then I'm going to click Add Income again. And that's worked successfully. Now, if we scroll down, you can see that income has been added to my list of income and it's color-coded because it's already been allocated into each quarter of the year for me by the calculator. I don't have to think about that. In that list, I can choose to edit the income amount if, let's say, for instance, I got paid extra 1 week for a bank holiday. I can edit that list if I need to. I can also use this button here to filter so that I can just view, for instance, the income in Q1. Or I can look at all of the year together. Now, let's start thinking about expenses. I'm going to go back up to the top and click Expenses. Here, the tool works very similarly. So, for instance, let's add a one-off expense. I'm going to click Professional Fees, select a date, and the amount. And let's say that this was for Spotlight membership. I click Add Expense, and once again, that's worked successfully. The expense is in my list of expenses. We can also do a recurring expense here, just like we did with income. So for instance, if I select an office expense, and again, pick a date, let's say the 1st of the month, and an amount. And let's say this is my phone bill, so I'm only going to claim 50% because I use it for business half the time and for personal use the other half. I'm going to mark that as phone bill. And I'm going to make it recurring, just like we did with income. So I pay that bill every month on the 1st of the month. And I'm going to select the last 1st of the month in the tax year, which is the 1st of April, as the final time for this year. I click Add Expense, and once again, that's worked. We can see all of them there, one for each month, and they have been color-coded and allocated into each quarter of the year. Again, you can filter by quarter and just view your expenses from one quarter if you want to, or you can view the whole year. Your dashboard here in the top left corner gives you an annual breakdown of everything that's happened. So all your income and all your expenses appears here. Now, when you're ready, you can click Save to Excel and that will save your progress. If I click that, you can see it goes to my Downloads folder. And yes, it's right there. When I want to submit my quarterly return, it is that file that I'm going to upload to My Tax Digital. It will read that file and it will know exactly what I've earned and what I've spent in that quarter. If I want to come back and do more work later, I can click Load Progress and I will load that exact same Excel spreadsheet and continue editing from there. For more information on how to sign up for My Tax Digital, you can look at their website or look at the video which we have posted explaining how to sign up and how to upload our spreadsheet so that you can comply with Making Tax Digital.